G'day everyone, and ho ho ho, welcome to day 2 of our exclusive 12 Guests of Christmas. Our next guest today is someone who has been a part of the Internet Squad since the very beginning and has been notably featured in a lot of their productions, including the annual Grand Final Chase, and has also been a part of the Stars and the Moon productions over the years. Please welcome to the podcast, Lachlan Girdlestone. I hope I said that right, but welcome,
Yeah,
Lachlan.
that was spot on. You get
Oh, amazing.
10 points for Gryffindor.
Thank you. Oh, it's great to have you, man. It's
Thank you for having me.
no worries. And also, can I just say I love the Zoom feature on your phone for some reason. I know you've got it on Landscape, which is great, but I love the feature which it looks like it looks like a way bigger room from where we're seeing it.
It's not really that big, but it's got a lot of shelves and all that. So, and there's a lot of like collectibles that I have and all that kind of stuff. But thank you.
Yeah, it's a great setup there. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. But yeah, it's great to have you on the show, man. And you are also the third member of the Internet Squad to be featured on the
First member
show.
actually.
First, actually, no, I had Gabe. Remember?
Oh, of
Yeah,
that.
Gabe
I
Harari.
keep saying Mary of an Elephant, but there's there's Gabe and who else was it
Noah.
you? Oh, no, oh, that's right. Now I remember.
Yeah. So
There's
you
a
are
lot.
the third.
It's hard to keep up. There's a lot of stuff I've got going on. So
That's all right. There's a lot of you guys, actually. There's a lot of you in the Internet
there's
Squad.
seven
I
in
think
total. 7 in total.
that's crazy. There's 7 members of the Internet Squad, and you
Yeah.
have to. You're the third by far. It,
Yes. And
so it,
the main member.
Yeah, very important too. You're one of the most frequent members of the squad. You appear in pretty much every video alongside Harry.
Most of the time. Yes. Most of the time.
Most of the time.
I'm mostly as I describe myself as the smartass of the group. Am I allowed to say smart that
No,
word
no,
in
it's totally fine. It's
Okay.
the
Good.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can say that.
That's all good. I won't. I'll try not to swear too much, but
We've had a lot of swearing in the show in the past. You
no,
should
no,
see
no, no, no,
Ryan
no.
Boyd. You should
I'm
see
pretty good.
Ryan
I'm
Boyd's
pretty good with
video,
my
man.
swearing up
It's all right. You
time,
should
but
see Ryan Boyd. He went full out on that. Anyway.
probably not as much as Gordon Ramsay. But
Uh,
we can always compare those two in one video one day.
yeah, one day. But yeah, thank you for joining us, and during the holidays especially, because obviously this is a very magical time, and also it's also important to mention that you guys are known for doing a tradition of the grand final chase, but you also do a tradition of Christmas videos too.
Yes,
So
that
please explain that as well, because I think a lot of people
it's
want to know what the Internet Squad is.
so the Internet Squad. There's a bit of a history. So Harry, who you also know is the scatterbrain of the Internet Squad, like he and I thought of like a group YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff. We want to kind of go similar with like all those YouTubers we grew up with, like Smosh and Raka Raka and personally been going lately Auntie Donna and all that. And you know we thought how many members in total, and just like Smosh we went with 7, and we just wanted to think who would be good. Like we know Harry and I are obviously like one of the main members, and then there was and Lucy, who's just wonderful, beautiful smile, and Gabe, who's a complete drama queen, but we could use some drama from him, and and then there was Annabelle, who gotta give credit to her because like incredible Paralympic, and
Oh yeah,
Scarlett.
she went to the Paralympics too. That's
Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah, and Scarlett, who is a complete anime maniac. I'm not talking about like the funny cartoon Animaniac. It's more like an anime. You
Yeah,
get the
anime.
picture.
The genre anime. Yeah.
Yeah, and with the Green members, Noah, they've been through quite a history. Before Noah, there was a mate of mine named Ryan who was like so much fun and all the time. But you know, his dad and my mother, they were partners at the time, but which unfortunately they broke up, and eventually Harry, no, not let's I guess, eventually Ryan didn't want to hear it from me anymore, so a bit of a falling out. But But honestly, I
Mm.
was happy with Noah being the Green Member because the fact that he's just like so much fun to hang out with. Like he's like a DJ and all that, and like he has the beats all the time, you know.
Oh, dude, he's got the beats. Absolutely, man. That's why I love Noah as well. He's a great bloke.
But yeah, like doing sketches, gameplay videos, a lot of stuff. We haven't done that much this year because we've been pretty busy. But
Yeah. I mean, most of you have been part of the I'm not sure about you. I completely forgot, but I know Gabe and Noah have been part, and Harry as well. They've been part of
yes,
the
Shrek the
Stars in the
musical,
Moon,
yes.
Shrek the musical. Yeah, how crazy is that?
Yeah, I was really hoping that Noah would be Shrek, to be honest, because he's so good. He's got that Scottish accent, he's got the energy, like he would have been perfect. But like a lot of actors, they don't start off with huge roles. They mostly start as like
Mm,
orchestra or background actors and all that
yeah,
kind of stuff.
but to be a part of it too is like because that's the whole point of the Stars in the Moon theater production, and I
Mm.
think it's really important to mention that it's one of the I don't know if it's the first in Melbourne, but it's definitely one of those production companies that is very, as
Mm.
we said, inclusive. It's an
I really,
inclusive
I
theater
gotta be,
production.
I really admire, I do admire their passion and all that, how they try to be one of those companies to support people with disabilities. I do really admire that.
It's really good, and especially for those in like who are with a disability and they're nervous and stuff, and it gives them confidence too, which is great. And I love
Mm.
the whole double casting because you've got someone who's a professional and the other one who is a professional as a
With
someone
a
with
disability, yeah.
yeah, and it's like it gives you the
Wait,
chance to perform the role too.
oddly enough, I was mentioning to Lucy the other day, actually not the other day, some months ago, that what I think would have been more supportive with Stars on the Moon, and I'm not saying that something is bad, but what would be really more supportive is some people with disabilities, like myself, we I know how to stay focused and all that to play a character in a musical. So I think if it was just one person playing a particular character that had a disability, that would really show the whole world how some people know how to focus even they have a disability and all that.
I guess so, and I totally agree with that. But I think also it's important to mention that there is also a lot of people. Like there's some people who obviously are pretty capable, but then there's other people, who may be
Yeah, I
nervous,
mean, there
they're
are
not on
some. There are
stage
some.
right,
That's
and
totally fine. Like that's totally those who
yeah,
really aren't sure. I'm fine with that. Like, but still, with some that are very comf comfortable with what they're doing and all that, it would be more supportive. Is all I'm saying.
yeah, and maybe it could be like what was I going to say? Maybe it could be one of those things where it's like they guide you, but then they jump in if you forget a line or anything like that. So it's still kind of like
Well, oddly enough, honestly, it's not that hard for me to remember because I always intend to read my lines over and over again, or especially in watching a film or a show to remember that particular line. But also, what really helps is my Ritalin because as well as autism, I also have ADHD, and to take Ritalin, like I just did earlier, it helps me very focused and knowing what need to remember to answer the questions or remember the lines and all that kind of stuff.
it's funny you mentioned that because I was literally thinking when you said that, I was thinking about a Family Guy episode when Brian the dog took Ritalin to help focus on his writing, and then it's like you get this
Oh
different
yeah, yeah,
personality.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like I don't know
yeah,
if you
yeah.
remember that episode. It's like you mentioned that, and it's like it's crazy that because especially if you have ADHD, it helps you focus.
Yeah. Mm. Well, I only take it for serious affairs, like tonight and all that, just for in case and all that, or especially with my support worker, or help me to talk to people more when I'm at like gigs or conventions and all that.
Albeit on a podcast.
I just mentioned that. Were you not listening?
That's all right. I need to take some Ritalin myself.
Or you might need to get your hearing aids checked, because
Yeah.
gee,
I, my
like
ears are
like
too big, as you can see in the
like my
profile.
grandfather, he's like deaf as hell. He refuses to wear hearing aids, and I keep saying to my
Well,
mother,
he's got commitment. He's got commitment. He doesn't want. He doesn't want to become that. Like he's like, I'm not old.
well,
Don't make
mind
me
you,
that old.
as well as being deaf and having dementia, he's actually 99 and still kicking.
Wow, 99.
Yeah, that's impressive. Like that, it's kind of rare, to see someone who has dementia and is really deaf but is still kicking around.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I mean, look. obviously life expectancy will change over time, and we'll all be
Mm,
over 100 as well, and hopefully still kicking around, and not
yeah.
because I would hate to be 99 and not being able to move.
Well, we might be young, but time flies, mate. So
Yeah, I know.
don't you say that, and it's gonna happen next week.
Next week,
Those great
mate, we're in
hairlines are
our
gonna pop up
20s.
soon.
We're in our 20s, mate. Don't worry.
Uh,
Anyway, it's great to yeah. I love the humor you've got there, man. It's really great.
Thank you.
But
It's
but the Internet
that
Squad. So I'm very
yes.
interested to know about the history of that because I know it's a bit different from everyone from a few other aspects. But since you were a founding member of the group, I'd
Yep.
love to hear your side of the story of how the Internet Squad first came to be. Like how what was the inspiration behind it? I mean, you already mentioned Smosh and all those YouTubers, but what was it that got you together with Harry and some of the others?
Oh, well, most of them are from high school, as we all know, except for Noah. And they were just like really great people to hang out with. We had the same interests most of the time. Like we were into like Star Wars or like the gaming, all that kind of stuff. And we were just like, and they just loved to be on camera and show their performance and all that kind of stuff. And we thought, let's do a YouTube group. Ooh, but we just weren't sure when we could do it because we were still in high school, and it wouldn't make sense to do it start straight away in high school because it would have because we would have been exhausted from those long 5 days, and we would have wanted a rest from a weekend and also to do other stuff.
Yeah, because
And
sorry, what were
sorry,
you saying?
thought. Oh, I was gonna say that and I but when we were hoping to start in 2020, that's when, as we all know, as I called it back in the day, the devil's virus. Um, and it
Devil's
wasn't that bad. It
virus.
wasn't honestly, it wasn't that bad. Now that I think back on it,
It wasn't that bad, mate. It
okay,
was
okay,
so
okay.
bad
Maybe it did. It maybe it was bad for a lot of lockdowns, but still.
in 2020, definitely. But if you're in Victoria,
Oh,
it was
mate,
really
but
bad.
not as bad as 2021. Like that year was tough.
Oh yeah. Well, both
Like
of those years were tough.
which, like as well as that, we'll get to the other stuff in the later if you want. But everything went fine. We did some little videos, and they weren't that successful, but it was kind of a good start. But eventually, when things went slightly get back to normal, when we did the Wiggles reunion vlog, which
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting it to be that successful.
the Wheels reunion vlog. Yeah, by the way, for those who haven't watched it, I happened to also be there, and I helped film the introduction and the ending. I was there
That
too.
was now I remember. Yes,
Very important because I played a role in that video too.
yeah, gotta give credit for you on that. So
Yeah.
I kind of now feel bad. We should have meant put unless we did put
Oh, you did
credit.
mention it. Yeah, you did. You
Oh, we
did.
did. Okay. I haven't watched the video myself in a while, so
It's been 3 years. It's crazy. It's been 3 years, and now we're approaching the 35th anniversary next year. Time really does
that
fly. I guess
long.
you're right. Yeah, I know. I guess you're right in some ways. It does fly. I know. It also makes me sad because it makes me realize we're getting older too, and so are
Mm.
they. And it's like, unfortunately, there's no button to stop time because obviously it has to keep going forward.
It's there's some parts of your childhood that it's fine to like keep following as an adult. It would just depend what it is. If you think, am I too old for that? Yeah, maybe. Or am I too old for that? No, I don't think so. Like I still watch like the Toy Story films and all that kind of stuff. Like because they were a
That's
huge
for
part of my
everyone, dude. They're family
childhood.
films.
They were like, yeah, like I love the first three films, and just to this day I still watch them because I just think of how much of a great childhood I had with Disney back then before I realized they were mad with power and all that.
Yeah. I love how you said the first three and you didn't mention the fourth because it was like,
It was good, but did we need a fourth film?
I don't think we did. I agree. It's like the third had a perfect ending as well. It's like, they're not going to make another Harry Potter film because it's perfect the way it
Well, and
is.
now, yet they're making a remake TV series. Like, why?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I guess some people don't like. It depends over the period of time. Some people love to revive stuff, but then they have to revive everything, and it's
Hmm.
like, nah, it doesn't work the way it should. Same with Toy Story. I mean, we saw that we've all seen the teaser. We've all seen the
It
teaser.
to me, it looks like AI. I gotta be honest, it looks like AI.
I want to know how Woody got back.
That
Did he
too, but
jump
I
Burrow?
did. Although oddly enough,
Probably.
I could be wrong, but I remember there was an article saying as well as live action remakes, they were considering doing AI for future projects, and I'm just
They
like,
said that. I know. Oh my god, they really said that. That's
and
so
I'm just
crazy.
like, I hope I can allow this joke, but I'm like, someone call North Korea, please. Okay, you have
Oh,
our permission to missile that Disney. Only
Obama.
Disney. They've gone mad with power. They're probably in their office
Obama.
now going. They're probably in their office now going. We're going to buy Warner Brothers. We're going to buy the White House, the Sydney Harbor Bridge. We're going to buy TikTok and also 18 plus websites. And okay, we're going to buy Whole World.
Oh my god, that was so funny what you just said.
Didn't want to
You know
mention the
what?
actual
It's gonna
word
get to
because
that point.
I don't want my mother to come downstairs and bitch slap me if I actually said the actual word. So that's why I said 18 plus.
I get it. I get it. Oh my god.
See, that's the thing about
You know
that's
what? If
what
that point, it will want it. It's gonna. What if it gets to that point too? That's gonna be crazy, man.
every joke I come with mostly comes from the top of my head. That's why I always get away with it. But if they actually did
Just
it,
for Ritalin.
no. I was gonna say, if Disney really thinks of buying this stuff, I hate to know what they'll do with the princesses.
Oh god, no.
They're gonna be
Yeah,
they're gonna be complaining that all the boys there are perverts.
they've already done that, and they're worried about representation. Oh, they're gonna do that really well if they buy the 18 plus sites. Yeah. Oh god, I think we're getting too deep on that one.
I mean, I don't
Anyway,
watch that stuff, but all right, but still,
I get it.
the
Oh
internet,
god,
the internet.
the
Like
internet's the internet.
we may be called the internet squad for those who are watching, but doesn't mean we do this kind of stuff.
Hey, be careful what you say, man. 5 years later, we don't know what's going to happen with the internet squad. Could be a different
No,
kind of
seriously,
internet
seriously, we
squad.
would never do that class stuff.
Yeah, of course
Maybe
not.
adult
Yeah,
jokes, maybe, but not the actual thing. No.
yeah. But look, with the uh, by the time this is uploaded, the under 16 ban will be implemented, and we're not going to have anyone under the age of 16 in Australia watching this episode,
Yeah.
which I guess for viewer wise might be a problem, but knowing that this podcast is mainly watched by Gen Zs and millennials, it shouldn't be a
Yeah,
problem.
it's fine.
It's
It's
fine, you know.
fine.
Yeah, it's like it's like what the hell? It's like how they're not gonna know who Philip Wiltshire is or Gillian Eastoe or 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 Franciscus Henry. Like they're not gonna know who they are.
No,
Yeah,
maybe though.
maybe. I'd be surprised if a 3-year-old knows who Philip Wiltshire is. It's like how? How?
It'd just be like, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
Anyway, oh,
Moving on.
moving on. Exactly. Oh god, it was getting way
Out
too
of context. Out of
out of
context.
context for the for an internet squad member. But
Who
anyway,
who has a
seeing you
more sense
here,
of humor than Harry does.
yeah. Honestly, when I get Harry on, dude, it'll just be like, oh, it'll be next level, I reckon. But when you, like I was saying, I said this earlier before we
We got carried away. Yep.
yeah, before we got carried away. But you in particular work on these videos for Christmas every year as well. Like you guys do one
Yes.
every single year for Christmas and for the grand final chase, but we'll do the Christmas one first.
Yep.
How do you guys come up with those ideas and what usually goes into them?
What kind of goes into them is, we just kind of do a kind of a good ending to the year and all that kind of stuff. Like what was our most successful video, or what we've been doing and all that is that kind of stuff, and what's going to happen in the future and all that kind of stuff. It's mostly just fun and games. We just mostly, and we add a bit of a sketch to it and all the time and all that. So it's it just it's just we just go with like one member at a time because we feel because if it was just the same member every year, it wouldn't be fair, you know.
That makes sense. Yeah. So it usually focuses on a particular member, and then it changes each year.
Yeah. So like last year was Annabelle, as we know, and this year hopefully we can get that done. Is probably Noah.
Oh, so spoiler alert, we're gonna get a Noah one.
No, it was mentioned on last year's Grand Final chase actually,
Oh yeah, that
so
makes sense.
it's not really a spoiler.
Oh yeah.
You're probably thinking, oh, whew.
Yeah. With actually, speaking of which, the grand final chases, now
Yes,
that is something we love watching each year when it comes to the internet squad. You guys, it's always different because you never
it
know who's going to play in a grand final. But
yeah,
when we do find out,
it was a stressful one to be honest, because Harry, as you should know, he hates my team Collingwood. Like he hates them, like legit.
well, he's not the only one.
And I kept saying to him, if we win again next year, you can always move to rugby. He said, all right, I will.
uh,
In all
but
serious, sorry, go
when
on.
it comes, sorry, what I was going to say was usually when it comes up to the grand final chase, when what kind of preparation goes into that, especially with the when you're writing the script or when you're coming up with the ideas, because obviously you'd have to get the jumpers ready and the team
Yeah,
colors, and what kind of preparation would go into that, or is it just pure luck that it's like you go for the team that's in the grand
uh,
final?
we hear which teams are going to be in the grand final, which two teams. We just then straight away just think what comes to heart and write the script and all that kind of stuff.
So it's
Like
so it's like the moment that the last team wins, it's like, okay, time to write the script
yes, like
immediately.
last year was stressful. Like we because Harry was away in Phuket and all that, and like that clip that you may have seen when I called him, that's actually him in Phuket and all that. So, and the fa- and I didn't, and I wasn't, and because he had left me in charge, I didn't know how I wanted to do it. Because he was much better at doing these grand final chases than I am.
Oh yeah.
And and but that the but I did pretty much get away with the being kicked in the chestnuts and all that, which
Yeah. Excuse me.
which pretty
But
much is a pretty much the ongoing sketch for future videos, hopefully.
right. So you mentioned earlier that you guys haven't been very active this year, obviously, because you guys have been, like we mentioned earlier, most of you guys have been doing the Stars and the Moons production of Shrek
Yes.
the Musical. For you, were you in that production too, or was it?
No, see, like I mentioned, I don't. Well, but I did do it once though, back in 2021, which was a disaster due to COVID. It was a show called Seussical, which is a Dr. Seuss musical, and I was the lead role, Cat in the Hat.
Oh yeah, I think I might have seen that. Yeah, I think I
That
saw
was,
photos.
and to be honest, it was really fun, but it was kind of rare to get a lead role straight away because when I was in high school, I only did like two orchestra roles, you know. It's mostly depends if the director or the person that's doing the casting, if he looks at the person that's like auditioned and think, okay, will it be good for a lead role, even though this is his first time in a film or a show, or let's see what he looks like, you know.
Yeah.
But I've always been supportive of how the guys are going. I'm very happy how they are intending to do Stars on the Moon no matter what.
Yeah, because it's like I mentioned earlier, it's one of those production companies that's like
Yeah.
it's one of its kind because it's obviously, and it's been getting a lot more popular in recent years too because of the fact that they've managed to grab attention of people all around Melbourne, and they even had Dylan Alcott. I think they had him as the
Yes.
Magic Mirror or something. That's crazy.
That was pretty impressive. I have to admit that because he was like Australia of another year and all that. So,
Yeah, it's like, and I think that's what's amazing about it is that it's inclusive to the point where it's getting national attention.
but to answer your question though, where have I been if I wasn't doing Stars on the Moon? I was there's a another NDIS company I do called Crank No Barriers. It's a company for people with autism where they help develop new skills that involve like technology and gaming and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun, and Harry and I we were trying to help promote Crank and all that, and
Oh, right.
we were
Yeah.
like with making like commentating like esport tournaments or like doing tour videos or all that kind of stuff. And it was we were hoping to get paid, but unfortunately they didn't want us to. They didn't want to pay us because we were just crew members and we weren't like the actual coaches. And the coaches are actually like the teachers, you could pretty much say. Which it was pretty frustrating because all the hard work that Harry and I did. But in the end, we kind of now fully understand why.
Right. So it
But we're
was
still
was
doing
it
we're still doing we'll still be doing the videos for Crank, and also it's possible that we could be doing a Crank sketch series for the Internet Squad, possibly.
right, because you guys do, because obviously when you're not doing sketches and stuff, you guys are doing gaming vlogs, like you and Harry in particular. You've been doing it for a couple of years.
Oh yeah, like yeah, again we were pretty slow on that because we were doing Crank and all that, but not to mention it has been quite a gaming year for a lot of us. Like a lot of like next step graphics and all that kind of stuff, and also a lot of nostalgia with some classic games and all that. And
Right.
I think game of the year for me, which I hope wins game of the year, is Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I've been really enjoying
Right.
because
Yeah.
I'm like one of the world's biggest Donkey Kong fans.
Dressed up as him for the was it the Super Mario movie vlog?
A funny story. Originally, Noah was supposed to dress as Mario, but I think he
He
needed
left.
a break from the Internet Squad, and so
Well,
we
he
got
left.
Chris and all
Yeah.
that, who was a bit camera shy, but he was fine, and he took over my DK costume.
Oh, right. And you, I think, oh, yeah, that's right. You came as Luigi, I
No,
think.
it was Mario, and
Oh,
Harry was
Mario. Yeah, yeah,
Luigi.
that's right. I haven't watched the video in a while. So yeah.
That was another successful video and all that. And we should be doing another Super Mario related video vlog. And
For the Galaxy movie, of course.
actually,
That
no,
would.
even better because next year I'm possibly going to Japan, and might be shooting a video for Super Nintendo World.
Oh, that's unbelievable, man. That's gonna be
A
so
funny
fun.
story. I can't. So the reason why there's might show a bit more detail since people are probably watching that are Internet Squad fans. So there's another NDIS company called Trevengers, which they help people with autism on like wanting to travel not just other parts of Australia but overseas. And I just got back into them, and I reached out if they were going to do a trip to Japan for Super Nintendo World next year, and they said yes, we are definitely thinking of doing a trip to Japan for Super Nintendo World.
Wow,
And
man, that's gonna be
I was pretty
crazy.
excited because because I'm like again huge Donkey Kong fan, and also some family friends of mine went to Japan this year, and they got me I wish I could show you, but they got me a Donkey Kong plush from Super Nintendo World and all that, which I thought was really awesome, and so
That must be insane. That's gonna be mental, dude. In Japan, you're in the home of like gaming,
Nintendo and
man.
anime, yeah,
Oh my
and
god.
not to mention some of the stuff are cheap.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it would be like a futuristic world there.
I remember because I think there was a because I saw because the plush was like 3,500 yen, and that's approximately about $35 if my maths is correct and all that. So,
Wow.
and I'm like, it's better than American prices because you might think they're cheaper, but
Nah, absolutely wouldn't. Japan would be. Oh, I haven't been to Japan. I'd love to go to Japan. If I go to Japan, I'm gonna make a vlog series there for my
mm.
channel. I'm
Again,
gonna talk about everything.
It's not confirmed. They haven't confirmed it when. They said hopefully April, but they haven't. But they'll give more details on it in future. I'm hoping they'll give more details in the new year.
Dude, that would be insane. That would be an insane trip too, by the way.
Well, you kind of can count the video we did in the grand final chase when Harry was in Phuket, but I think a full-on video overseas, that's like kind of a slow next step in our channel.
But it would also be the amount, if you guys went as a group, the amount of content that you'd be filming there would be insane.
Well, I think it'll just probably be me going, but there'll be other people going. It's not Internet Squad members.
Oh,
That's with
that's totally
Trevengers.
fine.
It's
Yeah.
but still, I'll. But one thing for sure is I'll definitely bring souvenirs back from Japan though. You always
Oh,
got that one thing about going in a trip overseas or in a holiday, you always have to make sure you buy souvenirs to give people from your trip and all that,
particularly family.
and or very close friends, which pretty
Yeah.
much happened how I got that DK plush and all that.
Right. That's crazy, man. That's gonna be
I'm very excited for that.
yeah, it's gonna be a great trip. I can't. Yeah, you got to tell me all about it too, and we'll have you back. Hopefully, if if you're in Japan, I know the time difference might be a little bit weird, but if you're in Japan, I'd love to get you on the show talking about your time in Japan while you're in Japan. That way, you can kind of give a little insight.
No. I could consider that could be arranged. It just depends what time though, because time difference, as you mentioned.
I don't think it'll be that long because I think Japan's only like because I think it's still in the southern hemisphere,
I think they're about.
an hour or two behind.
I was gonna say no. That's more in like Queensland. I was gonna say maybe 4 hours, but
Oh, that's not that much.
still.
Still, but yeah, it's not that far behind because Japan's not that. It's only I would assume a 10-hour flight from here in Melbourne to get there. I don't think it's that long. It's not as long as getting to the UK or Paris or America.
Well, on the bright side, even if you have to wake up very early to the airport, which a lot of people would have to do, you can always sleep in a 10-hour flight and all that.
Yeah, but I like I said, I haven't been to Japan before. I'd love to go.
Well, a
Um,
fun fact for anyone who's watching, I actually was born overseas.
oh,
Ye-
oh,
yes,
Kelly Wiggle exclusive. Oh,
in Lyon, France.
in France. Ooh la la.
And whenever I tell people that, they're asking me, "Do I speak a bit of French?" And I just go, "No."
Should be like no. The answer should be oui.
That there's a bit of a joke trick to it, so a little bit, not a huge amount.
Yeah. Do you have to take a oui? Oui? Oh, no, see, I cracked you up. See, French, I've been
So mature.
it's funny because I've been on the Duolingo app and I've been trying to learn French as well. So getting some basics of like communication.
Well, actually,
like, what's funny because the first things you learn it on it is how you speak when you're at a cafe.
yes.
And it's like, how do you order a coffee? How do you order milk and with tea? It's like, yeah.
Well, actually, eventually, about some months later after I was born, I moved to Germany and all that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Now,
when did you come to
Germany,
Australia?
let me tell you, Germany has the best Christmas decorations you could ever come across.
Oh, dude. Seeing the images of Germany, it's like, man, that is Christmas. That's Christmas.
Most of the decorations you would see, like in last year's Christmas video, or even that Christmas sketch we did back in 2020. Most of them are from Germany and all that. So,
dude, honestly, that's what Christmas looks like. True Christmas, not America. I don't even like how America looks. It's all too stereotypical. Germany looks beautiful during Christmas.
Yeah, see, I'm on this limit at the moment with America, where maybe I wouldn't go there until probably 2029.
Yeah, I totally agree. For the reasons that are very bloody obvious.
Yeah, we all know why.
Very obvious reasons. But yeah.
And I'm just like,
I'll probably still go. Just
I was pretty annoyed when Trump got elected again. I'm like, why can't they just get the guy from Monsters vs. Aliens? He seems like the right president.
But God, I would just go to New York just because they elected Mamdani. That's the kind of person who you want as a leader.
Really?
Yeah. Have you heard about that dude, Soran Mamdani?
No, I have not actually.
Oh, dude, you should look him up. You should see what he's doing, man. He's actually the kind of person that you want as a leader, and he's so influential. I love him.
That sounds
just for my viewers to know, he's a great person to be inspired by.
Mm.
Definitely look him up. But other than that, so so that's interesting. You were born in France and then you went to Germany, and
Yeah, and
now when did
eventually,
you first come to Australia?
I moved back here to Australia in 2006.
2006. Oh, so you didn't live in Australia till, wow, that's crazy, man.
So yeah,
2006.
my mother and my late father, they were obviously in a holiday there, and I was just born there, you know.
That's crazy. Wow. So how old were you when you moved to Australia? Were you still,
Well, if yeah, about oh, probably just about four. Like it's
oh
obvious.
wow.
Like like think about it. Like 2002. Then if it was 2004, I would have been 2 years old if I moved back. But still,
Right, right. But that's crazy. So you were born in France, went to Germany, and then came back to
mm,
Australia. So you got a bit of a cultural heritage background with you.
yep. Although oddly enough, just as a little, just a not just as a little kind of treat for you guys for the next Christmas video. Hopefully, there's some German Christmas decorations that I was really obsessed with, which we'll be using for the sketch in the opening, which will be hilarious. Not to spoil the joke, but it's all I can say is it's a good reference, and you would laugh your asses off.
Yeah. I can't wait, man. I'm sure most of my viewers see. I've been trying to encourage my viewers to watch your channel, and I can't wait to see you guys get more fans out of this. You know, that's why I love having you on the podcast. You, Gabe, and
Thank you.
Noah, and eventually Harry.
Yeah, Harry. Well, Harry was in another podcast, but
Not one like
yeah,
this.
but he'll come around.
He will. He will.
And
But
hopefully the
anyway,
others like Lucy and Scarlett.
yeah, eventually. But so what else? So obviously, as we mentioned earlier, you guys are probably best known. I hate saying best known because obviously you guys have done so much, but your best known video, obviously to this day, is when you guys were at the Wiggles reunion tour, because a lot of people,
Yes.
I think particularly those around the world, love the
Yes.
OG Wiggles, and you guys were there firsthand to watch them live in concert with
We
me
were kind of,
filming you,
we kind of wish
with
that
me
we
there too.
yeah, yes. Honestly, I kind of wish we were in the front because just how many videos we made on TikTok and you know how some of the OG members watched our TikToks and all that kind of stuff. And if they recognized us, that would have been a huge surprise and they brought us on stage.
That
Like
would have been
all
that viral,
that yeah, that would have been bonkers.
bonkers,
Like
bonkers. Yeah.
I remember there was a time where back before my old Instagram account before it got hacked, right? I actually met Harry Styles, not Harry Styles, wrong singer. I met Vance Joy,
That's joy.
and
Yeah.
he followed me, and my friend Lucy, Lucy, as we all know, she was she was really jealous.
I'd be too if
Like
I
I
knew
felt like
you
some of
then.
the blokes were like, "You bastard, are no longer my friend."
Oh, that's mean. That's mean. It's like, you come on, you got followed by Vance Joy. That's just
I'm
jealousy.
not as much as Noah has. He's met more celebrities than I have, but I have met a
No,
few.
Noah's met a lot. Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
He's met Greg multiple times.
I've met other celebrities like Vance Joy. I met Troy Baker, who's a voice actor in gaming that who's done like Arkham Origins. He's done Indiana Jones in the Great Circle, and I've met Boba Fett himself,
Oh, right.
and I
Crazy.
met Murray. I did meet Murray at one point.
Oh, yeah, the Soul Movie show.
Yeah, it was at his band performance, and that was great. That was really awesome.
Oh, that would have been awesome too. So you've met. So I'm just trying to count how many Wiggles. I feel like Noah's met nearly all the Wiggles
I
except
think he's
Jeff.
probably met the most. Yeah.
Except Jeff. If he gets Jeff, that's
Hmm.
the Grand Slam. The Grand Slam of meeting all the Wiggles, because Jeff's a very quiet person too.
He is kind of a quiet person, and you know there are some quiet people. That even though they're famous, they do like their privacy at times.
Yeah, and that's you know what I just think that's a great way to live life. It's like you
Mm.
do your thing, and then you get to have a quiet life
I
afterward.
mean, I'm like sure he's a nice person, but it's not like he gets annoyed for being recognized from that particular role. It's not like Harrison Ford and all that.
Yeah, because Harrison Ford, like he did more than just
Yeah, but he does not like being
more than
mentioned about
Star
Star
Wars and
Wars.
Indiana Jones. Yeah,
Well, Indiana Jones he's fine with. Like,
but Star Wars, that's
yeah.
why Han Solo was, you know what?
Mm,
Oh, it's been 10 years. I think everyone knows what happened. But anyway, um, yeah, I get it. It's like you kind of want to be remembered for the other stuff too, but he's still going to be remembered as a legend, regardless.
yeah.
So it's not just going to be, Star Wars. It'll be Indiana Jones. It'll be a bunch of other films too.
Mm,
Although I do remember him particularly from those two, so that's kind of like a
Those are like obviously his two most iconic roles.
two most iconic roles, without a doubt. Yeah. Man, that's So how you go to comic conventions too a lot? Like obviously, you guys being fans of these particular artists and also just the Nintendo stuff and video gaming and
Yep.
voice acting, etc., etc. Pretty much anything that we on the spectrum would just be totally obsessed with.
Again,
I
also we haven't posted this yet, but we will be doing another we'll be doing a PAX vlog next year, hopefully.
Wow, man. Like you guys meet a lot of great people, and that's honestly a lot of people don't get that advantage, but you guys tend to make the most of it, and you've met a lot of great people on the way, as you
Mm.
mentioned.
And but and Crank actually that's another thing because Crank used to do a lot of hangouts for these conventions, but for as we all know, like the NDIS and the STA, they just stopped funding it and all that. So
So I guess it's back to making
it
gaming
like just
vlogs
having to buy
and
your own tickets. Yeah,
yeah.
it's not a
What
big deal but I'm just hoping that with Japan it doesn't they don't put it in October, which I highly doubt because because April's mostly
mm,
the time the school holidays, so I'm hoping just between September or April is perfect.
right.
But
Is there anyone when you go to Japan too? Can I just say when you go to Japan, is there anyone that you are eyeing to meet if you ever when you go there? Like, is there anyone in particular, like any kind of voice actor or celebrity? Because obviously Japan's known for like having the best of the best when it comes to
uh,
like the arts, like in
it's hard
particular,
to
and
say
particularly
because
anime too. Anime in particular.
well that's hard, man. That's a good question, but there's so many voice actors or celebrities from Japan that it would just be hard to decide which one um to meet and all that lives there because I know like Jackie Chan he lives in China and all that. If I ever met him, that would have been awesome.
Jackie Chan. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it'd be too hard to pick too. It'd be too hard to think, oh, who am I going to see
Mm.
first? There's too many. But I think you'll make up your mind. You'll have
Yeah,
plenty of
I
time
tend to make
to.
up my mind.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, so um, you guys are obviously, and I hate saying that this is the best known video, but you are best known for the Wiggles movie. I mean, no, the Wiggles reunion vlog
Yes, and back
at
to
their
that,
concert
yes.
3 years ago.
Yes,
But
and you were
you
there.
have
You were there. You
I was there.
recording
I
there.
was there for the intro film.
Which it's funny because when you invited me to this podcast, I was like, you sounded familiar, but then as soon as you mentioned this, I'm like, of course.
Of course, it's like, how can we forget? How can we
Yes.
forget? How can we forget the guy who helped make one of the biggest videos on our channel yet
Yes, and
so far?
and
So
and
far, so
and
far. Not the biggest so yet. So
and
far.
not to mention how it got how like all four of us got people's attention, how he looked like actual Wiggles and all that.
Yeah. I mean, the thumbnail gives it away really well.
Mm.
It's a wonderful. I love the video. I still watch it to this day. It's a great reunion video too. But I think it's interesting to know because obviously you guys are diehard Wiggle supporters, very
Yeah,
clearly.
I grew up with the Wiggles, since
Yeah, very obviously because
since
we're all
I
Australian.
like yeah, pretty much so long, so forth. But I don't watch it to this day, but I definitely really grew up with them.
Right. What are your thoughts on the new Wiggles, actually, in particular?
You know, to be honest, it's when I heard that it was gonna, how there was future changes for the Wiggles. You can once you're when you're a kid, you might complain about it, but when you're an adult, you kind of fully understand why.
Yeah. No, actually, I think it's the complete opposite. As a kid, you understand. As an adult, you complain about it, and then you wonder, why was I complaining about it? Because I remember when it
It's
happened.
one or the other.
It's
It's one or
isn't
the
it
other.
funny? It's so funny when it's like, dude, when I remember when it happened and people were complaining. We even had politicians going, "Oh, they've gone woke. Now they're gonna go broke," and it's like they're a band for kids, aimed at kids. Why are you complaining about it? It's the weirdest thing. It was the complete opposite of what you said. It's like it should be the other way around. Maybe if kids were complaining, then maybe we could take that on board, but they weren't. Like I don't think any 3-year-old or 4-year-old was like, "I miss Emma." It's like they're
My
not going to matter
take
because
take my
it yeah,
take my advice. There's other good kids shows that you may have grew up with that they should bring back.
the Hooly Doolies. Bring them back. Bring
Honestly,
them back,
I
please.
actually remember going to. I think I saw one of their live performances once when I was a kid.
Yeah. But did it hey, but here's the question. Did it have Bruce there? Because I went to the one that had
Yes,
Bruce.
there was Bruce, and
What? No way.
I
No way.
yeah, Bruce was there. I forgot the other two were. There was
David and Antoine?
yeah, Antoine's the French one, right?
Yeah, of course he's the French one. But
Yeah,
Bruce
and he
already
saw me.
left
He
at that
saw me.
point,
He
didn't
was looking. He was peeking behind the curtain, and he saw me.
he? Was he when he picked out the curtain, was he like, lucky? And then he went back in the
Yeah, it felt like that. It felt like that.
that would have been so. I'd be like mentally scarred for life if that was like if one of them popped out of the
I
curtain
gotta
was
be
like
honest though.
saying my name.
I gotta be honest though. You wanna know the truth though? Comparing with the Wiggles and Hooly Doolies, I actually grew up with High Five more. So
You know what? You know what? I don't blame you because High Five were just as like they were just as good. I don't know.
mm,
I know a lot of people in the Wiggles community are gonna hate the fact that we're talking about how good High Five was because you're gonna have people from America being like,
I think
"No, the Wiggles are the best. The Wiggles are awesome. You know, I love the
Scarlett
Wiggles."
mentioned that her mom knows one of the members actually.
Of High Five, let me
Yeah,
guess,
the
Nathan.
original. Yeah.
Of course. Will it be Nathan? Because obviously the mums
No,
love
it's one of the
Nathan.
female ones.
Charlie,
No.
Kelly,
That's another blonde one, right? Or is that the?
the two blonde ones.
So there was
Was
Charlie and there was
Kelly, and then there was Kathleen.
I think it was Kathleen.
Kathleen, no, she was the dark hair one.
No. Yeah. It's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
but they were
but
iconic. They were
but
so iconic. Oh my
Why you are knows
god.
a member I know,
Who?
Broden
Tim?
Kelly from Auntie Donna.
Oh.
Because
Oh.
this is a fun story because the Glenridge Secondary College videos, the sketches they made back in 2019, which I'm not sure if you ever watched Auntie Donna and all that. They that used to be his old high school, and a my family friend and he used to be his old music teacher there. So
Right.
and he sent me a birthday message back in 2020, and not to mention he told me off. Um,
That's funny.
but yeah, and it was a real treat, Like and then I saw him again when I got when they were doing their Christmas pud book, and he recognized me. He was like, "Hi, Lachlan's good to see you." And I was like, "By the way, Broden, Andrew wanted me to ask you when are you gonna start being funny?"
Awkward.
And also that he's happy he kicked you out of the high school because since you did that sketches in the secondary college and all that. But no. I pretty much got away with it. He knew I was just messing around. So
Right. No, that's fine, man. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, as long as you're having a laugh about it, and like
mm.
nobody should take things too seriously.
Yeah, that's what I feel like sometimes, especially with footy and all that, because I know he's crazy on footy, but with people that don't have good sportsmanship or that just feel
Oh
like that
yeah.
took footy serious, I just feel like one of these days I'm gonna teach those blokes a lesson on how to have some fun, like I do.
Some people have bad sportsmanship, but as long as you've got a good-hearted
Yeah, see,
nature
I've got
about it.
good. Oh, yeah, I've got good sportsmanship. Like I don't take my loss to Collingwood very seriously because I know there was some kind of dark stories with Collingwood and all that. Especially with that incident with Adam Goods many years ago and all that.
Yeah, but they didn't have anything to do with it. It was one of the fans, obviously, but still.
Yeah, it was one of the fans, but still, I was pretty shocked when I heard about that years ago.
Yeah.
Like, and
I think I think that was also too. Can I just say that was also one of those moments in Australian history where
yeah,
where you know what's crazy? It's like we before that we acted like we weren't racist at all, and then when we
there
started
was this
talking
one
about it
person.
more, we started talking about it more, and then you know what was crazy about it? People started to get upset. We started to get upset. Not all of us, but a lot of people got upset because it was like, oh no, he's playing the victim, and it's all like, yeah, I think he's calling us out on it, and it's like
Yeah, and
now we're
I'm just
starting to get
like,
upset.
and yeah, and kind of now remembering it, I'm just now thinking that it kind of explains why not a huge amount of people are into Collingwood as much because of that incident.
I wouldn't say because of that incident. I think have you ever watched the film The Club?
Not
You
think that
should
I have,
definitely
no.
watch it. You should definitely watch it. It's a great film. It's about it talks about the corruption of the Collingwood Football Club financially, including their management in the 70s. And they said it was
I
based off a true story, but it's a great film. There's some great
I
acting, and there's a
I
wonderful actor named Jack Thompson who's a wonderful performer. You
I
should
haven't
definitely
been
watch it.
watching. I've been kind of distracted with other films and shows, but I'll keep that in mind. I've been mostly watching the It's Welcome to Derry series, which is so good. It is so good.
Yeah. It also has the song, by the way. The club also has that song, "Up There, Cassali, in
Yeah,
there and
yeah,
fight."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Great song, and also a great. I think it's one of my top 5 or 10 Australian films to watch. In my opinion, my personal opinion, obviously, there's a lot of great Australian films.
Yeah,
Uh,
when I was in high school, I had this like really high American voice back then. But because I watched a lot of Australian videos and sketches and also movies and shows, it helped me get more of my Aussie accents.
yeah, the
So I
Wiggles,
find that
the Wiggles in particular.
yeah, see, I find for those who have trouble trying to speak like a full-on Aussie, my best suggestion is always watch Aussie stuff and all that, that because it really helps, and it helped me a lot.
Watch Bluey if you guys are stuck. It's like watch Bluey for real help. It'll get you.
There's so many good Australian films. Like if I had to choose two, I think it would have to be between Red Dog and Happy Feet.
I would consider Muriel's Wedding as well in that
Hmm.
list. Muriel's Wedding and oh, absolutely. For this watch Kath and Kim. Look at me. Look at
Okay,
me.
there's a lot to keep up on, man. Like I can't keep up all the time.
No, but I meant for anyone who wants outside of Australia who wants to understand
Oh, of
Australian
course.
culture. That those are the kind of things you watch.
Well, I feel like people are trying to. I'm liking the idea of how so many. I've noticed how there was some people from America that have moved here to Australia, and I honestly feel like that's good because I feel like they're now understanding that yes, we might have a lot of like venomous snakes or spiders, but when you really look at us, we're a very peaceful country.
Lovable larrikins too.
Mm,
Very important because we're very lovable and we're very much larrikins and
yes.
we've got Bluey as well. See, we've given the world. See, we've done it again. We've done it again. We've given the world Steve Irwin, the Wiggles, the Bananas in Pajamas, Kath and Kim, and now we've given them Bluey. Can you believe it? We've done it again.
Yep. Like
We're,
so many,
we're taking over the world again.
and so many, and not to mention some of our famous animals like the saltwater croc and all that.
And the kangaroo and the koalas and
Yep.
Blinky Bill. Extraordinary, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so speaking, what I might as well continue with this because you're on the show and because we love the Wiggles. Might
Yep.
ask you this as an opinion: what has been your particularly favorite Wiggles video or song?
Uh, well, when I was a kid growing up, it was always I think it was Wiggly Party. Yeah,
Wiggly Party.
that was always
Oh,
my favorite
who
song when
knew
I
it's
was a kid.
Wiggly Party?
Like I always just
I can't even do it.
like I'm just saying, if they really did spot us in the audience and all that, and they brought us up, I would have just said to the audience, I don't know about you, but it feels like a bit of a wiggly party.
Ah, I wish they did that too. I
If they
remember when
did that,
they came out and said, "You want another song? We can do Wiggly Party or Rump Up a Stomp." And I love that
yeah,
they did Rump Up a Stomp, but man, they could have done Wiggly Party.
yeah, I'm just saying because it did feel like because there was so many people there, you know.
Ah, missed opportunity. But anyway, Wiggly Party. And what about was that the video or the song? Because obviously the video was great too. Love the video. But is
I
that
think
your
it was
favorite?
both actually. I think it was both.
Both your favorite video and your favorite song?
If memory recalls correctly, then yeah.
Ah, 2 and 1. Perfect. Perfect. There's so many great songs, but yeah, I'm glad you said that was your favorite because that's a very, very much OG classic.
That was always my favorite as a kid, but yeah.
That would be in my top 5, without a doubt, along
Mm,
with hot potato fruit salad and can you point
mm.
your fingers and do the twist and
Well,
rockabye bear.
actually, funny you should mention hot potato. There. So as you probably know that I think you may have seen the video. I'm not sure if you've seen the video, but
The
actually Harry,
documentary,
Noah and I we're trying to work on our own DJ group, and
right? Yeah, because no one does his own DJ stuff
yeah, but
too,
we're trying to make
and
a
we
DJ
collaborate
group,
a lot.
and it's all based on like video game music and all that. And with Donkey Kong Bonanza, there's like so many great music. We thought of a good title for putting 5 songs based on the get from the game, and we called it based on the Wiggles song line, Mashed Bonanza.
Mash Bonanza.
That's it's still work in progress. We've been working on Eight Boys for about a year, I think, and still are. But with now that we're that Harry and I are at Crank, we're considering learning how to do making these kind of remixes without always having to rely on Noah and all that. Just to be more supportive, of course.
Obviously, yeah. But Noah, see, that's the thing about Noah. It's like,
I don't want I don't want to feel like he's being pushed all the time. That's the reason I feel like it would be good
nah,
if Harry and I also learned how to do this kind of remixes. You know?
no, Noah's great for that kind of stuff too. And he's a
Yeah.
great person to learn from. I learned a lot from Noah, especially when it came to editing certain ways. And he's a great,
Mm.
see, that's the thing about Noah. He's a very funny, like, he's a humorous kind of person. He has a great,
He's tremendous fun. Yeah, he really is.
he's from a different planet when it comes to humor. Like, he gets it. Like, he really gets it.
Not just that, but he knows how to also get all the ladies.
He know he's very good at that stuff. He's a very
Like, and I'm
social
just like,
guy.
and I'm and Harry and I are just like, oh, why don't me and Harry get bitches?
Oh my god! Oh my
I'm
god!
like,
The way you
not
said it.
everybody's perfect.
That's
I
totally.
just like I always be myself and my disability, twisted sense of humor, and all that kind of stuff. Like,
Oh man,
no, that's not really.
you're a
I
very
just like
humorous kind of guy.
I just like to say twisted sense of humor is a disability, just to kind of improvise a bit more, you know.
Yeah, improvisation's fun. You know what? That's totally fine. That's a great skill to learn too. I try to learn that the best I can, especially
Mm,
when I'm on this podcast. Maybe it's a learning tool. Who knows? I mean, I've already done 15 episodes so far, and I think so far
I,
it's kind of improved over the last couple of weeks, especially with the guests I've had on.
mm.
I mean, you know how nerve wracking it was talking to some of these people, especially Philip. I knew when I had
It's
Philip on the show, it was going to be like we had to talk about everything,
You have to think
especially with that
what to.
lawsuit.
Yeah, it's always that's the whole thing is you want to make sure you write what you want to ask that person you're going to interview and all that,
Exactly, and also
and
because
more
of the
important, and
stuff that
also
was happening,
memorize.
and also the stuff that was happening in the moment. Like, In the 3 hours that we spoke with Philip, we wanted to make sure we talked about like everything, like his life, his career, his early inspirations, his time in the 70s and 80s, including how he joined the Wiggles and, how he first met Anthony and all that kind of stuff, and his time recording the debut album, and of course how he left the group and how he came back to the group, etc., etc. And then his time of not getting royalties from the first album, and then his time now as an artist and how he's performing for patients in a hospital. It's a lot to uncover, a lot to talk about in 3 hours.
It's quite a life. It's quite a life.
It is quite a life. We wanted to make sure we talked about it a lot. We wanted to make sure we got everything we needed to get. And some of these guests have been incredible, man. Like it's honestly like the people who we've met on the show it's been life-changing in a way. It's been like, it's a real eye-opening experience. Like some of the guests we have, it's so interesting to hear their stories. Like every single one
it
of
really
them,
is.
like everyone has a story to tell, including you, my friend. And it's great to have you on the show to talk about it.
Yeah, like go through like the Internet Squad and my life and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but speaking of which, we're almost at the end of the show, unfortunately. Aww. but before we wrap up, is there anything that we should know that you're doing that's coming up that we would love to know about in the coming weeks or months? Because obviously you've talked about Japan, but is there anything in particular, or is there anything that we should know about the Internet Squad?
So 3 videos that are going to be on the Internet Squad is definitely the Christmas ending video to finish the year, and hopefully a trip Japan vlog for Super Nintendo World, and also the PAX vlog, which will be a 3-day shoot, because we'll be hopefully 3 days and all that. So and as well as that, being mentioned in like shows and all that, I'm also probably mentioned in like short films and all that kind of stuff, because I like to perform on camera for like actual films or short films or TV series, that they film right here in Melbourne.
Yeah, man, like we can't wait to see what you've been doing, the Internet Squad. We can't wait, man. Like it's a journey still. It's a journey, and obviously there's more.
And also, and a possible crank sketch series as well.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely.
It's probably going to be like, we haven't fully. The first video that comes to mind when doing this series, it's not going to be. I'm not sure it's going to be the first episode, but it'll probably be one of them, and that's a game about. That's a video about playing Fortnite and all that, because Fortnite, if anyone asks me, is a bad omen of a game. Anyone who plays it is cursed and missing all the good stuff.
If they're playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can agree to disagree. I don't play Fortnite, but yeah, I can totally understand. Some people will probably have their own opinion about that, but wish we had more time to talk about it, but it is getting late where we are, and I'd like to thank you so much for joining us in today's episode.
Oh, no, thank you. It's been an honor talking with you, and also to be on a podcast for the very first time, which was
very first time.
Yes, very first time.
Wait. Wow, very first time.
It should have mentioned in the start.
Oh my god, that's crazy! That's crazy. So I'm glad.
We can start over. We can start over.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We're not gonna. We don't have enough time for that. We've had a long chat, and honestly, thank you so much for being a part of it. It's a very marvelous time, and also this time of year, because it is Christmas. Is there anything you'd like to say to our viewers, maybe as a bit of advice to follow in your footsteps, maybe? Because I'm not saying, I don't know, I'm not saying that it's the end, obviously.
No.
Like we mentioned earlier, we are getting older.
We don't. No. I get what you're saying. All right, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you did say that yourself, but if there is anything you'd like to say for our viewers as a bit of advice, what would you say?
Well, for those who who are, trying their hardest to make a good life. Like even if you've like failed at TAFE or whatever happened, like even COVID and all that, just keep trying and your own way, like follow your own path, and eventually you'll become a somebody. That's pretty much the best suggestion I can give because I've had some struggles back in the early 2020s this decade, but I'm still trying to figure on getting a full-time job as an actor, but getting close and all that. So anyone who has this similar struggle and is having the same issue as I am, just follow the same footpath I'm doing, like trying to move on in the bright side of life and try and go your own way.
Yeah, absolutely. Just go your own way, follow your own path,
Mm.
and keep hope. Keep hope alive.
Yes, keep
Just
hope and
absolutely,
and 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 pray.
and pray. Absolutely. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us in today's episode.
You're
And thank
very
you
much
to
welcome.
everyone. And thank you for everyone who's been listening. If you'd like to keep up to date with what's happening, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and also subscribe to the Internet Squad. There's going to be plenty of videos in the future to come. I know for sure because I always keep up to date myself. Wouldn't you agree, Lucky?
Potentially.
Potentially, but there's more to come. I will make sure that we keep up to date with what's happening and maybe have you back on the show in the future. Who knows? But anyway, thank you. And also be sure to listen to this episode of the podcast also on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, etc. There is a lot of platforms to listen to this episode on. So those are just some of them. But in the end, but yeah, like I said, be sure to subscribe to the channel and to hit the notification bell. And thank you once again, Lockie, for being a part of today's
No
episode.
worries.
Would you like to do the honors of signing off the episode?
I. All right. Have a most festive season to hold the world, and make sure you use the internet wisely because you don't want to be caught by your parents. Um, and make sure you follow Jeff Wiggle and check out his amazing podcast as as much as you can.
Yeah, definitely go check out the Jeff Wiggle podcast on the Wiggle Talk too. Very important because he is a very quiet person and he comes out of the dark and he is talking. He's talking.
Every once in a while.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for taking the time, man. It's been a
No
pleasure
worries.
having you. And also very Merry Christmas to everyone who's watching as well.
Hmm. And beyond any little kids watching this, behave themselves this Christmas. You don't want the Krampus to come get you if you're
Yep.
naughty. It's a
Yep.
Christmas demon that punishes naughty kids in Germany. Um, we'll go through that this is because but maybe another time.
Maybe another time. Anyway, thank you so much, man, for taking the time to chat with us. And Merry
Thank you,
Christmas.
and to you too.